I'm showing you my chart, and the reason I'm showing you is it may give you some education around your own chart. What you're doing, we're looking for two things to begin with. We're looking for the rising sign, and we're also looking for the lunar eclipse that is happening tomorrow. I believe it's about 11:15 a.m. in the UK, so we won't see it. But if you look at this, we've got also, we're going to look at Mercury retrograde. That's three things. So if I take this from the 2nd of March in the UK at 12 noon, and then I move this chart forward by hours, I'm going to show you where the moon goes when it's opposite the sun. And I also want you to look at Mercury. So Mercury went retrograde for me in my fourth house, and it touched in with my Chiron and almost my Saturn there. And it's very interesting because that Mercury meant I was having a lot of dreams last night. On the bottom of the chart, I was going into memories and integration on memories from childhood, which were quite difficult, but it's very useful that the mind is integrating information. It's in Pisces, which is to do with Neptune, and Neptune currently is in the sign of Aries, 1 degree. You can see here we got a conjunction of the Saturn and Neptune conjunction. So you could look to your own chart, look at the rising sign. The beauty of solar fire is that I can move the chart ahead. So you can see the moon, 0 degrees at 3 p.m. today. It was 0 degrees of Virgo. And if I keep going, you can see that Mercury here will move. And also, if I go back, actually, Mars literally moved into the sign at 1 o'clock. Mars was at 29:55 degrees. Then if I go forward, that's Mars moved into the sign of Pisces. It's very interesting times we are in with all of this Pisces energy going on, and with this Aries Saturn over here, which is quite warlike, it seems, but also the fact that we are in a position where we're trying to make our dreams come true and get stability, but we've got a lot to work out depending on where this is in our chart as well. For me, this is in my fourth house here, you see that cutoff point. So let's look at the moon. This is a brief video. So the solar eclipse, you see the moon is moving 3, 4, 5, and when it gets to 12, it's going to land on my Pluto, look, and my Uranus. Now it's 12:33. The sun down here is opposite, lunar eclipse, 12:52. So if I take that, let's see if I go an hour ahead. Then I'm going to go minutes back. And I'm going to go 12:54, 53. There you go. So this is around the lunar eclipse here. And Mars is in the sign of Pisces, and Mars in Pisces means that we have a strong drive for our spiritual path, and we may have strong subconscious emotions, and it's where we can be highly intuitive. So it's a time to trust our intuition, and we may resort, we've got to watch out for this, to being, behaving like a victim, like when faced with threatening situations or a person. So we can watch out for that, and if we can remove fear as much as possible. I mean, it depends where we are globally at the moment. If we can remove fear and, doom scrolling as well, which I've done definitely the last 5 days, I've pulled back on content that could be unsettling for me. So we've got to, look after ourselves. If you look to your own chart, I mean, for me, this is all happening in my third house, and Mercury is going to go back to the North Node at 8 degrees. And then it will go direct. Let's have a look. We're going to go weeks ahead. We're looking at Mercury, 1, 2, still retrograde. Then we're going to go 1 day ahead, which is the 18th, 19th, 20th. And then you can see its stations, and then it will go direct. Still in station, but it's not red. And then it's going direct again. So that will go back over my IC again. So I've been sorting out boundaries and things and local things and also the dream world as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I thought you'd like to see the chart move and see how you could possibly look at your own chart if you want to do some chart work with me. Thanks for watching.